The highest ranking U.S. lawmaker to visit Taiwan in a quarter century touched down in Taipei on Tuesday.
And this came over Beijing's objections, with China pledging a strong response to what it sees as a support for a breakaway province. Thus, what does this mean for U.S.-China relations? VOA's correspondent Jessica Stone has this report from Washington, D.C.
From Washington, well, both Presidents Xi and Biden are headed into important party elections this fall. The U.S. military cautioned Speaker Pelosi against making this visit at this time. So why did she do it anyway? Well, in an op-ed in the Washington Post earlier this week and in a press release, Pelosi explained her rationale. She says the visit shows American support for Taiwan's democracy, says that the support is more important than ever as the world faces a choice between autocracy and democracy. She maintains that the visit does not violate Washington's recognition of the so-called One China policy. For America, this means that Washington acknowledges China's position that Taiwan is a part of China. Beijing, however, says the One China policy means that Washington recognizes China's position, which implies support
in this mission.
In the op-ed, Pelosi says 43 years ago, Washington made a promise to defend Taiwan, and her visit should be seen, quote, as an unequivocal statement that America stands with Taiwan in the face of increased Chinese communist aggression. She repeated her rationale during a press conference with Taiwan's president, Tsai Ing-wen.
The story of Taiwan is an inspiration to all freedom-loving people in the United States and around the world. Out of a crucible of challenge, you have forged a flourishing democracy.
And in a letter, a group of 26 U.S. senators argued that if Pelosi had decided not to go to Taiwan, it would have demonstrated weakness in the face of a strong Beijing.
This is something that we as elected officials do on a regular basis. And at the end of the day, you do not want the Chinese Communist Party dictating to senior American leaders where they can and cannot travel.
In response to the visit, Beijing launched military drills surrounding Taiwan on sea, on land, and in the air. And it also sent a large patrol ship to the Taiwan Strait for 7 days. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says that U.S. politicians who, quote, play with fire on the Taiwan issue, quote, will come to no good end. Beijing sees this visit as a direct confrontation to its sovereignty, and even though Taiwan is a self-ruled island, the Chinese Communist Party says it's part of China.